Hello everybody, it's been 4 years since my gastric bypass. Let me sit you down here. Okay. It's been 4 years. And I wanted to make a video just kind of like a little update. So my highest weight, sorry, I think this might be a little off center here. Let me set this. Here we go. So my stepped on my scale there. Okay, so my highest weight was 320 pounds. My lowest weight was 145, and my current weight is 160. And I've been at 160 consistently for like 2 years. I did actually get up to 170 for a bit there. I had three deaths in my family this year. I lost my Uncle Bobby, and then my cousin Taylor, and then my brother Colin. He passed away as well. Actually have a necklace here for my brother Colin. It's been a very rough year for me, and I had gained 10 pounds, and I just recently lost it, working really hard to get off that 10 pounds. My plan is actually to lose 10 more pounds to try to get to 150, because I feel like that was where I was my happiest weight. But if I don't make it to 150, I'm not that hard pressed. I've still lost 160 pounds. That's, half of what I was. So I'm happy with that. My body overall looks okay. I have a lot of extra skin on my arms and my belly, but I do lift a lot of weights, so I'm not going to be able to lift weights for forever, heavy weights anyway. I'll still lift to maintain, but my cardiologist is suggesting a pacemaker for me, because I have a pretty severe arrhythmia, and their fear is sudden arrhythmia death syndrome. So I'm unfortunately probably gonna end up with a pacemaker. But anyway, this is what I'm looking like from the side. I did get a little bit of my butt back, which I'm kind of surprised for. I'll show you the skin of my belly. Oh, let's try not to show my bits there. I hope I did not do that. This is what my belly is kind of looking like. Just a little bit of skin here, not too much. Yeah. Try not to show my butt crack. But yeah. Just a little skin there, and that's kind of what I'm working with. I'm trying to figure out how to show you without showing like my business. But yeah, just like a little bit right here. Nothing too crazy. I think the worst part of the skin is actually the front of the thighs right here. It kind of bulges and doesn't look the greatest. I'm 4 years out and maintaining pretty well. A little bit of fluctuation because of grieving and whatnot, but otherwise doing pretty well. I exercise decently regularly. As far as diet, I sometimes eat more than I should, and but I know how to eat healthy. The whole process of gastric bypass has taught me how to eat healthy, and I think that was the biggest part of having the surgery, is that it actually is a tool, and it teaches over the years of eating smaller portions, and it teaches you control and how to eat healthy, what you should be eating, what you shouldn't eat, and that's kind of nice. At this point, 4 years out, I am able to eat a full plate. I can't go to the buffet and eat multiple plates. I can't do that. But I can eat a full plate of food, and whatever I want. I still get dumping syndrome on certain things, like I cannot eat raw broccoli. I cannot do that. I cannot eat cake. I can eat pizza. but I can't eat a lot of bread. So I will eat like the toppings on a pizza. And then like if there's stuffed crust, I'll eat the cheese out of the stuffed crust. um, but I really like cauliflower crust or gluten-free crust. I'll go to town on that. But again, you got to be watching what you're eating. So I watch what I eat. I'm very, very cautious on what I eat, and I'm very, very careful on what I eat. I'm very cautious of what I put in my mouth because dumping syndrome still happens, although it is rare, especially 4 years out. You still get it, but it's not as often. I'm lactose intolerant now. I'm gluten intolerant. So those are new developments for me. I cannot drink milk, like at all. I had to actually move to having like almond milk. I can't have breakfast cereal at all. I can have like the Premier Protein breakfast cereal, which is the only kind of breakfast cereal I've found that I can actually eat. Trying to think. I'm sometimes things that are like pastas can sometimes give me dumping syndrome. Cake definitely does it. I cannot eat ice cream. I've even tried Halo Top, and Halo Top, dumping syndrome immediately. A lot of yogurts will give me dumping syndrome because lactose intolerance. Just, I can't do it. I can't have, I can eat cheeses, but if I eat a lot of it, I'm done for. So I have to be kind of careful. But like, if like I mentioned, going to buffets and stuff like that, I can have a full plate where I'll go sit down and I'll fill my plate full of like vegetables and meats, and I can eat that full plate. But I definitely can eat, so I have to be careful with what I eat. 4 years out, honeymoon phase is over. You can eat. So be careful with your portion sizes when you're 4 years out. I noticed that I was able to eat more around 20 months out. Your honeymoon phase is over around 18, 20 months out. It's done. You're able to eat a lot more than you should be able to. But I would say as far as calories, how many calories I can get in, I can get in a lot of calories if I really, really chose to do that. But I'm getting in average around 1,200 calories a day. I can, if I'm trying to purposely lose weight, which is where I'm at right now, is purposely, I'm getting in about 1,000 calories a day. But yeah, I'm actually doing really good. I have a rhythm issue going on with my heart, and I think it's stress related. I've got some issues, like personal issues going on in life right now. And I do truly need to get a blood panel done. I do take my vitamins and everything that I'm supposed to be doing, but I kind of still think that there's something off, and maybe that's what's causing some rhythm issues. My cardiologist highly suggests getting a pacemaker. I have always had a rhythm issue. Not always. In my teenage years, I didn't. And then, like, when I was 19, they discovered something wrong with my heart, and I had a cardiac ablation done. And then I was on a beta blocker for forever. And now they're just really concerned with everything. But I've lost the weight. I don't have high blood pressure anymore. I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. I don't have like, I mean, I'm genuinely healthy. So I don't really want to do a pacemaker. I'd much rather just like have some kind of medication for a rhythm issue. And then if that doesn't work out, try a pacemaker, but we'll see. I was not too long ago officially diagnosed with like OCD and ADHD, so that kind of helps me figure out why I have issues with concentration and everything like that, and why I'm so particular about why, like, how I am with my house and why my house always has to look a certain way and is always very tidy, and why I am the way I am with food. But actually, it's probably more of a gastric bypass thing now that I think about it, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, so as far as my health, otherwise, I know in the past I had mentioned that I had some fights with cancer. I had cervical cancer gone. I don't have that issue anymore. And then I had a pre-cancer cells in my throat, and that's gone as well. They fucking deep fried that shit. I had 2 uvulas, and now I barely have one. So there's that. I am overall extremely healthy now. Let's think. I'm trying to think of any more life updates that's going on. Oh, me and my husband are remaining best friends, but he is officially moving out in late September, early October, somewhere around there. And we are absolutely remaining best friends. We will always be the greatest of friends. He is my platonic soulmate. There's no way around that. We've known each other over half of our lives. We know that we are very, very close, and we have a very strong bond that we cannot explain. But as far as the romantic aspect of our relationship, that's gone. And it's because when we first got together in our romantic relationship, we had a very strong failure to communicate what our needs, wants were. If we would have started our relationship with the level heads that we have now, we would have been unstoppable. But unfortunately, we were extremely traumatized when we began our relationship. I was extremely traumatized when I was with my ex-husband, and I was never able to deal with my childhood traumas, and I was never really able to deal with the things that I needed to be able to deal with, and we had a massive failure to communicate, and we couldn't communicate like we needed to, and that ended up in a series of us creating traumas for each other. And well, that was a mess. So he ended up just having absolutely nothing to do with me, and I completely understand. But yeah, he is moving out, and he is trying to better his life and better himself, and I will be his biggest cheerleader in any journey he tries to take for himself. And he's going to always be my biggest cheerleader, my biggest fan, in any journey that I take. So we will be co-parenting. We will be bestest friends. We're always going to be there for each other, but we are officially separating. And that's all the life updates I can think of for now. 4 years post-op gastric bypass. I'm doing pretty good. Next year is the 5-month mark, 5-year update, and from what I understand, it actually kind of gets easier at that point to maintain. Either that or harder, I don't remember. I think it actually gets easier at the 5-year mark. I keep trying to say 5-month. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good out there. I know that 2020 was really, really hard, but this year has actually been the hardest for me. But I hope everybody's doing good out there. It's Essentially the Strange. I'm definitely strange. Bye, guys.